Okay, start.
Hello and welcome to Government Affairs class. Previously we talked about different aspects of government affairs. We discussed about the responsibility of government affairs. We talked about the characteristics of government affairs personnel. And we say that government affairs personnel does the work just like the public relation officer. But we say major government affairs measures in the government institution or government organizations. So today we are going to talk about different aspects or what we call the principle of government affairs. Principle means the thing that you are supposed to adhere to, you as a government affairs practitioner or as a government affairs personnel. First of all, we are going to talk about what is called deceit. And never deceive the public with any information you release. As a government affairs personnel, you are disseminating information to mass audiences. Whatever information you are going to disseminate or release, whatever content you are going to disseminate to your audience is likely to be perceived either positively or negatively. So you must come up with the information that is factual without any form of biasness. A lie will be uncovered, and as a result, you may end up losing the corporate image of your organization or rest of a company at large. Present the fact in a way that it sheds as much positive light on your company or organization as possible. Even if you are exaggerating an information as public relations officer or as a government affairs officer, let your information be accompanied by factuality, by figures, and your content must be justifiable even in the court of law. That's the first principle of the government affairs officer, whereby you are saying that never deceive the public or else never come up with information that is likely to mislead the members of the public at large. Then maybe second point, you are going to talk about the contact information. Because you are so much connected with so many people, you are interacting with so many people at the same time, and as a government affairs practitioner, you need to have contact information, whereby if someone maybe want to contact you, or if someone want to reach you wherever you are, you are able to be you are able to be located by those who are seeking information from you. Every piece of public relation material that comes from your company or from your organization must have adequate and accurate contact information. That may include the contact name. You may talk about the phone number that you are using or that you want to disseminate to the members of the public, that they can be able to use it to reach you at any moment or at any time. You also need to have email address that is reliable. You need to have mailing address that probably maybe someone or else any other organization is, maybe if they want to reach you, they are able to reach you by use of an email. Give the public a chance to follow up on the information you are releasing. Don't just come up with the information that probably you think is right, and to the eyes of the public, it is perceived as being misleading at large. So present your information and find the stories that are interesting and that are accompanied by facts, not by fiction. Another principle of the government affairs practitioner is what we call target information. When you're coming up with any information as a government affairs practitioner, make sure you have a target audience. If you just come up with any content or information that doesn't have a specific target audiences, you are likely to use a lot of resources in sensitizing the members of the public, but at long last, the information won't be important at all. Using a press release, distributing services can cost money and make the process of getting information out of the public an expensive preposition. Prior to releasing any form of information, you must have your target audience that you feel are most interested in getting the content that you are disseminating. The other principle we can talk about media relation. And as we all know that public relation practitioners, journalists are their best allies or their best supporters, because if you don't have media, how are you going to disseminate your information to the members of the public? That's why as a government affairs practitioner, you must always develop a positive public relation with the media practitioners or the media industry at large. Good media relation will not only get your press releases printed in a spot where the public will see them, but they will also result in personal interview that will gain your company even more exposure. Since you are coming up with the information that you want maybe treat all members of the public as a government affairs practitioner, you must always have adequate positive relation with the members of the press or as members of the fourth estate, whereby if you are coming up with any content, they can call you for an interview, and during that particular interview you are able to extrapolate or to give us more content concerning the information you are relaying to the members of the public. Another principle is what we call, you need to use adequate tools, the tools of communication. Understand all of the public relation tools at your disposal and know how to use them as a public relation practitioner, or as a public relation officer, or an individual working in a government affairs office. You may use press releases, you may use speeches, personal interviews, you may call for seminars, or else you may use web broadcast or direct mail pieces. Just some of the tools that the public relation profession or practitioner may use to be able to reach the members of the public. So for example, you are using maybe Victorious to communicate your information, or you are using media or radio. Let your tool that you are using be effective with the members of the public, or those whom you want to be able to be the consumers of your targeted information. Then we have what is called timing. Timing, which means you must be a good timekeeper, because at time maybe you're supposed to attend a certain function, or you're supposed to convey a certain information. If you're a poor timekeeper, then you're going to lose public confidence as a public relation or as a government affair practitioner. And some public relation pieces can be scheduled for release well in advance. For example, the announcement of news product in some of the companies or organizations requires a government affair officer who is able to disseminate information at the most appropriate time, whereby you come up with the information at the time when the members of the public want to consume that particular information. There's no way you can promise, maybe let's say members of the public that are going to talk about a specific event, and at long last go ahead and delay or postpone the event without any prior communication. By that you are going to lose public confidence, and you are likely to lose most of the clients or customers who may rely on your company or else on your organization. Then there's what we call availability. If you're working as a government affair practitioner, you need to be someone who is available. Reporters cannot confirm information in time to make print deadlines. If you are not available at all time, then you are likely to lose a lot of media coverage, because maybe sometimes you have a press release that is supposed to be released to the members of the public or else be printed, and as a media practitioner I'm trying to call you but you're not able to be reached. By that, I'm likely to kill your article, to kill your story. Availability is critical for public relation professionals, and that means giving all of your contact information to the members of the media and those who are likely to contact you, maybe to gain more information out of what you are going to deliver to the members of the public at large. The other principle you can talk about is what you call, you need to have facts that have been confirmed, or else you need to check your facts to confirm that your facts are accurate. Never release information until it has been thoroughly checked for accuracy. Develop a fact-checking system for press releases and all public relation materials that will get the information to all pertinent parties to sign before it is made public. If you are coming up with information concerning the organization or a company, concerning a certain nation, you must ascertain that whatever you are going to communicate to the members of the public is of factuality. It is true. It is nothing but the truth. If you are not able to justify your fact, then you are going to lose public confidence, and at long last you want to be able to have people who are going to consume your information, or else you want to be able to be influential to the members of the public at large. So confirm your fact that they are accurate and they are justifiable even before the court of law before you disseminate your information. Then last but not least, this is what you call, need to be someone who is always active. Stay active at any moment or else at any time. Your company should not wait for a moment to present a public relation material. If you're acting as a government affair practitioner, you must be someone who is able to change with the changing trends, because you have a lot of changing in terms of technology, in terms of social life, or else interaction in terms of science. And if you're acting as a government affair practitioner, you must be able to adapt with the changing trends, be it political changes in the society. You must be someone who is able to change with the changing trends within the community. You should remain active in finding new ways to get information to the consumers or the media. You must come up with a way of updating the members of the public of what is going on within your organization, within your company, or else within your nation as a government affair practitioner, whereby when you communicate information on behalf of the government, members of the public are able to justify or to have confidence in whatever you are going to communicate to them. I hope you have been able to contextualize the main aspect of the principles of the government affairs practitioner, and you are able to apply this content in the real life situation. Thank you for your time. Let's meet next time, same place.